Yes, members, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous videos, we looked at the primary sources of information, and strictly today we are going to look at the secondary sources of information. Now, the secondary sources of information, this basically interprets, analyzes and summarizes the primary information. And as we looked at in the previous video, we saw that primary information is that first-hand information that needs to be interpreted, analyzed, and and as you know, it stands as unmediated. So, secondary sources of information. Secondary information sources provide a wide understanding to the primary source of information. Then what are the examples of secondary sources? Let's check. We have a few examples of information. For example, we have the books, history books, we have journal articles, documentaries, encyclopedias, then essays and reviews. Now, history books analyzes the primary information, whereby, for example, you will see some interpreted and analyzed information of a book, maybe talking about the history of World War I, World War II, something that has passed, and it has been modified from a secondary source. Now we have journal articles. This analyzes primary data. This is in form, for example, you see a research paper. Give a research paper to be carried a research paper on scientific experiments. Research paper will be used in analyzing the scientific experiment being carried out. Now, what are the documentaries? You find out that there are some films or movies that tell historical events. For example, you can talk of movies such as like Titanic. You find that it is which are based on achievable events. Now, we can also look at the encyclopedia. What is the encyclopedia? This just summarizes the well-established knowledge or events based on scientific research, based on secondary research. And then finally, the essays and the reviews. The essays and reviews, you find these ones, the essays and reviews, they just critical essays that provide analysis of electoral work and historical events, often building upon the primary texts. You can talk of maybe movies, book reviews that interpret the content of work. So we can also have a simple look on the tertiary sources of information. So as we conclude, you can see that the tertiary sources of information, for them, they comprise and summarizes, also provide a general understanding of primary and secondary sources. So An example of this, we can talk of textbooks, we can talk of dictionaries, we can talk of bibliographies, and the guidebooks, review articles, and so many other articles or documents. So, members, brothers and sisters, you can like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, as more videos are still going to come on. Thank you very much.